Mhm.
And during that time, I was like, yeah, this for sure like could work.
Mhm.
It's just we were living at my mom's house. So it was like,
Mhm.
how am I gonna pay for a house, like a property, all this
Mhm.
stuff? There was a lot of fears. Like, I don't how do I provide for my family?
Mhm.
And it was pretty scary. And it was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Mhm.
Plus there was a lot of variables of just like, what ifs or whatever. But my wife decided to take a temporary job at the hospital, and that allowed us to purchase a home.
Nice.
And then at that property, I had a vision of what I wanted to do. There's a
Mhm.
2 acre property, there's a pond, there's a garage, there's a house, there's another like building that was like a horse like lean-to kind of, and
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm gonna remodel into the dog kennel.
Mhm.
And so we bought that property, and I just started sharing on social media. I started talking to friends and family, and the dogs just started coming in.
Nice.
And my job was just to do a really good job,
Mhm.
above and beyond, try to do the best that I could, serve them well, and then get a good review.
Mhm.
Started to build my business, and then all the money started just going back into the business.
Mhm.
And it got to a point where I was surpassing my wife's revenue,
Mhm.
and then doubling my wife's revenue.
Nice.
And
Nice.
so she decided to come home. I think it was right. Yeah, we got pregnant with our first kid, and that's when she decided to come home, and she's been home since.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was incredible to be able to like start my own business
Mhm.
and provide and do something that I love, that I was passionate about, and I'm helping people. And I didn't mention this before, but before we got Chief, so in between when I had Midnight and Chief, I
Mhm.
got my master's degree in clinical mental health counseling.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me that you got your master's degree. I was wondering in what?
Yeah, so it was in mental health, like counseling, psychology, and I was a counselor for a little bit after
Mhm.
that. And that's still like a part of my life with like the ministry that we're involved in, and like I have a men's small group that I'm a part of. And so I use that in more of like the spiritual realm of my life with church and
Mhm.
our fellowship and community and all of that. However, it's really tied into dog training a lot, because I can now like I can read people when they're working with their dog, and then hearing their story and
Mhm.
seeing what they're struggling with their dog, and I can just start to put all the pieces together.
Yeah, yeah.
And I end up like helping the dog, but then I end up helping the person too. And that's
That's
been
awesome.
really cool, something unique. And that's kind of that deeper level that I was talking about before, of like dogs can reveal quite a bit about us.
Mhm.
And if we're aware of what's going on inside of us, like a lot of dog trainers will talk about energy and like what type of energy are you giving off, and that's affecting the dog. Like there's
Mhm.
me, like there that's true. Like there's a spiritual component to what's going on.
Mhm.
And dogs can like feel what we're feeling. They can sense certain things. There's a lot of body language that we use that dogs are very aware of and humans are not, and vice.
Can you explain one that is like very common?
Sure, like your shortness of breath, the
Mhm.
the tempo like that you're breathing, or like how deep
Yeah.
you're breathing. A lot of humans are not paying attention to that because it's
Mhm.
like nature, but a dog usually is. And then just like tension in your
Mhm.
muscles is another
Mhm.
thing. A lot of times people that get nervous when they're walking a dog that might pull them or might react or something, a lot of times their muscles are like tensing up because they're anticipating like a tense situation. So I'm telling
Yeah.
people a lot, like, hey, relax your arm, like relax your shoulder, take a deep breath, stand up tall, like, keep your chest up. And people start to be like, wow, like I'm actually feeling more at peace just
Yeah.
working with you. Like, wow, this is cool. Like I can do more than just help the dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, I think that's really cool, especially now like that I'm talking to more trainers. I'm starting to realize more how like it's more than just training the dog. It's the communication that you have with the actual person too, with the with the with the owner. Because so my dog, store. I was going away for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I put him like in a board, like a boarding and training and boarding. The thing that happened was that we left him there. When we came back, we only got like maybe 20 to 30 minutes with the trainer, and not really, and it was just more towards the dog and not much towards like me or my wife. And that's one of the things that, after talking to a lot of trainers, they're like, oh, like it's a lot of also training and communicating with the owner as well. And that's one thing like that you're also saying on how important that is. And one of the reasons why I wanted to train my dog too, just because I lived in an apartment, like at the 10th story, and man, he would have the habit of jumping on people. And some people will like it. They're like, oh, he's so cute, he's so cute, but there's also some people that like are going to work, or like, they're dressed up and they don't want a dog jumping on them. So that's why originally why I had to take him there. But I'm just starting to realize even more now of how important it is to have like that communication with the owner as well. So I think it's really cool what you do there.